That's funny. We ended up watching one of the two series we set up.
Okay, I think we're live.
Yeah. We don't see half the people who show up for anime didn't show up, so we did it. We all seen Pencil with it, so why watch it? Yeah. Again, we watch hard and feel back.
Oh, you know, I can't watch one, so that's why I didn't show up.
Remember, Kyoto is more mystery than horror. But yeah, then you would have seen. But the second thing we watched was Oh.
Okay, we're live.
We are?
Yep.
How do you know?
It's on the YouTube page.
Oh, very well.
And then people can comment live on the side. I think it's over here for you. Over here. No, it's over there. Okay.
It's that way.
Yeah, one of those. But you can comment live on the side. Okay. So,
Awesome.
all right. So basically, I'm going out of this book here, Japanese from Zero. I thought, I'll start at the beginning, and it's actually a pretty good book. I've been reading through it lately, and
I think use one word to describe the girl in front of that. Kawaii.
Just, this is the book Japanese from Zero, from Yes Japan. You can go to yesjapan.com and look at it. But on the Facebook page, I have the links up to Google Docs where I explain these all in. There's about 19 pages, but in the packet I gave you guys, there's actually lesson D, first page in there twice, I think. Yeah. But these are all the pre-lessons. I'm just going to be going through them. So basically, there's hiragana, katakana. We talked about those last week. Hiragana is for native Japanese words. Actually, a Buddhist monk made it. And women were not allowed to write in kanji. So when this Buddhist monk made it, all the women could suddenly start expressing themselves in written words with hiragana. And so a lot of early Japanese books were written by women because they suddenly had this legal ability to write. So, yeah. Uppercase and lowercase in Japanese, no such thing. No matter where you find it, there's no upper and lowercase. Question marks. There are no question marks in Japanese. The question sentence ends with the character ka. So, like, say, nani desu ka? What is it? Nani desu means what is. So it's nani desu ka? What is it? Onamae wa desu ka? What is your name? Onamae wa desu. It's a name. So when you add ka, it turns into a question. Okay. Next page is A, pronunciation. We went through this a bit last week. There's A, I, U, E, and O. Those are the normal vowel sounds. And you find that in all of Japanese. All of Japanese will stem to those 5 basic vowels. Page 5, we talk about double vowels, which in our language is basically just holding the vowel sound out. So instead of I instead of I, U, eh, O, O. So if you think of it in terms of music, a short or a single vowel sound is just one beat, ah. Whereas a double vowel is ah, two beats. So like they say, here's an example word, sato, sugar. You'll get to know these. They don't all the time put the exact same vowel next to each other. So like on sato, on sugar, it's OU, but it's just a long O. Yeah. And in Japanese, sometimes things are just the way they are. There's really no explanation for them. So,
I guess you could say that in all language, though.
oh, of course, English especially. Like, why do we drive in parkways and park on driveways?
So and so are being the same thing as another English person.
Yeah.
Round and we.
What's that stand for? On the right screen.
Commenting live on the side.
All right, someone found the comments. Okay, where to go? Okay, now double consonants on page 6, those are a little bit different. Basically, you're going to put a space between, well, like, that's roku, number 6. And then rock is roku, 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 roku. So there's a little bit of space between ro and ku. Uta, song, uta, soul, uta. So we get the difference between that? Or matte, chotto matte. I mean, just wait a little bit, or hold on. So if you want to like the chotto matte kudasai. I'm sure you hear that a lot. Yeah, I'm sure that's said a lot in anime or something like that. Chotto matte kudasai. Hold on a sec, what's going on? Okay. Lesson C, page 12. Remember last week I said you almost never bow at 45 degrees. That's like when you're owing your life to someone or something like that. Like that's when you get on the ground and grovel at their feet. So basically, like they say here, the deeper you bow, the more respect. It's true. Let's see, 15 is just like nodding to someone on the street, 15-degree bow. And at 30 is, someone that you know is sort of formal. And it's true with this here also. When you see a Japanese person talking on the phone, sometimes you'll see them bow while they're on the phone. It's just, it gets so ingrained in your mind that it just becomes second nature to bow. Or, at least lower your head, something like that. Like when I was in Japan, my host staff was driving and someone let him pass and he was starting to drive by and he like bowed while he was driving. I'm like, watch the road, watch the road. Yeah, hands are usually kept to your sides, except when you're giving business cards. You always give it with both hands. Same thing with gifts and papers and things like that. Turn in a task to a teacher. 2 hands, paper.
Never pocket a business card.
Yeah, never pocket a business card. That is not good. It's just like saying, no, do this? Okay. You don't want to do that. We covered this a little bit last time on page 13, meeting someone for the first time. They use a little bit different way to say it. So there's Hajime Mashite, we went over that last week. Nice to meet you. How do you do? Number 2, instead of saying like RJ this or Brandon this, they say Brandon to moshimasu, which literally translates to I am called or they call me this. Let's see. Because moshi means, moshimasu means to talk. So when you say moshimasu, like Brandon told moshimasu, means call me Brandon. When you say Brandon, that's what they call it. Number 3, again, this is on page 13. Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. And again, it's sort of like a pleased to meet you, you know, hey, it's nice to meet you. My name's Brandon, nice to meet you, you know, something like that. Here they translate it to best regards, or I look forward to working with you. Let's be nice to each other. It's, you know, there's really no direct translation. It's just sort of take it as it is. Okay. So you see conversation on here. Sumisu is Smith. Okay. And then Mori is Mori. So why don't you two turn to each other and introduce yourselves. You can be Smith, okay, right? And you're Mori. But you say your first name. Okay. Yeah, just follow along. Just read it almost exact.
Hajime mashite to
Hajimashite, James to Moshimasu. Yoroshiku onegai shimasu.
Yoroshiku onegai shimasu.
Right? Now switch up. Here's Smith and Mori.
Hajimashite, Sumitsu to Moshimasu.
Hajime mashite Mori to Moshimasu. Yoroshiku onegai shimasu.
Yoroshiku onegai shimasu.
Alright. So you get the basic gist of it, right? Alright, and we'll definitely work on pronunciation later. That's quite alright. Mess it up, alright? I mean, unless you know it. Then, yeah. Alright. So page 19, it's daily greetings. Now, hopefully, all of you from around this area should get good morning.
No, I don't know how to pronounce it. No, never.
I usually say, good morning, so when I get kind of that accent.
Oh.
Yeah.
I know, this is sort of interesting to say in Japan when they ask you where you're from. So, good morning, Ohio. Good morning, Ohio. Ohio gozaimasu is the formal.
Ohayou gozaimasu.
Ohio. And this usually lasts only until about like 9 in the morning. Then after that, it becomes konnichiwa until about, I want to say, 6 o'clock. Yeah. If you go to Japan, you'll work it out when that particular part of the city or whatever changes to konnichiwa. Because, like, for me, I say good morning up until noon when I'm around here. Because, technically it's still morning. But when I went over there and started using that, they would just automatically, I'd say, Ohio, and they'd just be like, konnichiwa. It's evening, American guy.
Number 3 is it konbanwa?
Konbanwa. Yep. And then 4, you hear that one a lot in animes as well. Oyasumi nasai. Oyasumi nasai. Good night.
Oyasumi nasai.
Or oyasumi. Oyasumi. And that's with friends, family, people. So all the ones where they have the slash mark, the ones on the right, those are the informal people you know, or people who you just don't really care about. Like, coworkers that you don't really use like oyasumi. then, of course, arigato.
Arigato gozaimasu.
Oh yeah, this was the one I accidentally double copied. Yeah.
Want to go through it again? So we double.
Why not? You want to?
Sure.
Okay. Quick one.
おはようございます。
2,
こんにちは。
こんばんは。
4,
おやすみなさい。
5.
ありがとうございます。
Okay. 1,
おはよう。Sorry, got me off guard. おはようございます。
こんにちは。
こんばんは。
4.
おやすみなさい。
ありがとうございます。
All right.
That's the only one I'm not used to saying.
So the first one was daily greetings. Now we're on to page 20, leaving and returning home. Itekimasu.
行ってきます。
Itekimasu. You see that double consonant there? Again, there's that space between ite and te. Itekimasu.
Itekimasu.
Itekimasu. Back. And I'll see you. You're leaving for work for the day. Itekimasu. And then, what was I? I would say itterashai. 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 Sorry, itterashai.
いってらっしゃい。
Itterashai. Good day. Tadaima.
ただいま。
I guess you don't have to shout it. Tadaima.
ただいま。
Tadaima. I'm home. I'm back. And then, okaeri nasai. Okaeri nasai. Welcome back. So conversation 1, itekimasu. Itterashai. Conversation 2, tadaima. Okaeri nasai. Alright. I know, sorry, I'm self-conscious of the camera there. I keep on seeing myself. Oh, that's me. Well, hold on. Go back to page 20. We're gonna go over that really quick.
はい。
Okay. Yeah, let's just do these two. You're Gino for this one, and you're Gino's father. Okay.
行ってきます。
いってらっしゃい。
ただいま。
おかえりなさい。
Now switch.
いってきます。
いってらっしゃい。
ただいま。
おかえりなさい。
That was probably the longest absence from home that this person's ever had.
Okay, so now we got to lesson 1. So that was all the precursor stuff. So you now know about double consonants and long vowels. Okay, you know of them at least. You know they exist, and you know some of the basic greetings and what they sound like. And again, we will go over pronunciation as well. And all that stuff. For the first lesson, what they really want you to do is yeah, just the 5 basic vowels. Okay, so we're gonna go with the new words. Atarashi kodama. That's what it says next to new words. That it literally means new words. Atarashi is new. And then kotoba. Kotoba is word. Okay, so the first one, you're going to hear that a lot. Nani. What?
Nani?
Exactly. Nani. What? Now, don't worry about the kana and kanji right now. Okay? We'll be getting into the kana later. Because what they're going to have you do at the end of this lesson is just write the I, E, and O sounds as part of the word. They're going to give you part of the word here. Right here, so like okasan, and just have you write O or A in there. So don't worry about ka or sa or anything like that. If you want to, go ahead. Go ahead and write out the word above it or something. Hiragana. That way you get used to it. But really, for next week, we should really be knowing A, I, U, and O. Okay. So I'm going to read through them and then you repeat after me, okay?
Okay.
Nani.
Nani.
Hai.
Hi.
Ie.
Ie.
Inu.
Inu.
Neko.
Neko.
San.
San.
Tanaka.
Tanaka.
Kobayashi.
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 Right. So you know hai.
Hi.
Yes. Ie is
Ie.
no. Because ie is house. So ie, no. So make sure you draw out the ie.
Ie.
I was told one of them choking out that hi is actually not yes, it's just an acknowledgement that you heard them.
It can be both. So it can mean a literal yes or like, yeah, go on. Or something like that.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. Inu, neko, dog and cat. So san. So, exactly. Mr., Mrs., Miss.
Bundles. Should have said bundles.
That's fine. We'll just use san. It's fine. It's okay. I feel too weird. Oh, okay. The reason the asterisk is by EA in here is because any word that starts at the 9, they're not going to uppercase it, so it doesn't look like an L. So that's what that is. Okay. So, like I would say, James-san, Ramadan-san. Or I might just say, Raji-san, James-san. There, I sit here. So new phrases. So these are the ones that we're going to go over and hopefully use them in class. So I'll say, "Wakarimasu ka?" Do you understand? Hai, wakarimasu, or just wakarimasu. Yes, I understand. Or wakarimasu. Or iie, wakarimasen. No, I don't understand. Or wakarimasen. I don't understand. And then this is mo ichido itte kudasai.
Ichido ite kudasai.
Or motto yukuri itte kudasai.
Moto yukuri ite kudasai.
So the mo ichido itte kudasai. Please say it once again. Say it again, please. Or moto yukuri itte kudasai. Please say it again more slowly. Please speak more slowly. Okay, so we're going to go through those and we're going to do a repeat after me. Alright, so the first one, do you understand? Wakarimasu ka?
Hi, wakarimasu.
Oh,
Yeah, here we are. We'll just
Oh,
go
sorry.
through one.
Oh,
And then, sorry.
sorry.
No, it's cool. Alright, so do you understand? Wakarimasu ka?
Wakarimasu ka?
Wakarimasu ka?
Wakarimasu ka?
Yes, I understand. Hai, wakarimasu.
Hi,
Wakarimasu.
Hai, wakarimasu.
Hi,
Wakarimasu.
Number 3, no, I don't understand. Iie, wakarimasen.
Ie wakarimasen.
Ie, wakarimasen.
いいえ、わかりません。
And again, for those of you watching at home, we're on page 25. I don't understand or I don't know. Wakarimasen.
わかりません。
Wakarimasen.
わかりません。
Number 5. Please say it once again. Mo ichido ite kudasai.
もう一度言ってくださ
We'll break it up a little bit. Mo ichido
い。もう一度
ite kudasai.
言ってください。
Mo ichido ite kudasai.
もう一度言ってください。
Number 6. Please speak more slowly. Motto yukuri
もっとゆっくり
ite kudasai.
言ってください。
Motto yukuri ite kudasai.
もっとゆっくり言ってください。
Oh yeah, this is an interesting one. The Japanese language doesn't have plurals like we do in English. Correct. Mimi can mean ear or ears. So it's all on context. Again, if you come in halfway through a conversation, you might have to listen a little bit before you catch on like what they're talking about. Are they talking about, one bank or 25 banks or, something like that? Are they getting a shipment of one Xbox or 500 Xboxes? It's all on context.
Well, they kind of probably the one.
Right, yeah, they're getting weeds over there.
Wii's and the PS4s,
Yes.
which is the superior system.
Oh, and I went over this last week. This, usually pronounced des, depending on the context, can mean it is, this is, they are, these are, I am, you are, he is, she is, and we are. So basically, any form of the verb is to be.
Like the pocket knife of words.
Pretty much. So I know there's like a meme going around the internet that says like needs more this. So yeah, there's always places at the end of a sentence. Unless of course you're talking about the word this with subject. But that just gets confusing. So it is a pillow. Makura desu.
Makura desu.
I am Tanaka. Tanaka desu.
Tanaka desu.
So that's for last week when I had you introduce yourselves. So, Brandon desu. I am Brandon. So I guess if you're literally saying my name is Brandon, I'm called Brandon, that's where you go to Brandon to moshimasu. So she is Mrs. Kobayashi. Kobayashi-san desu.
Kobayashi-san desu.
It is so. Second desu.
Second desu. I don't know why I find that one amusing, but
It sounds like second. Second.
Yeah. Sure.
Second.
Now,
Okay, so those 4 sentences we just went over, we're going to turn it into a question adding one character, Tom. So is it a pillow? Makura desu ka?
Makura desu ka?
Sounds like,
not really.
Well, just judging the whole philosophy was, if the life turns back, you turn your life in the world. That's yes. The philosophy of the Lion King we'll get into at a later date, I'm sure.
I'm sure.
Makura desu ka?
Are you Tanaka? Tanaka-san desu ka?
Tanaka-san desu ka?
Is she Mrs. Kobayashi? Kobayashi-san desu ka?
Kobayashi-san desu ka?
Is it so? Second desu ka?
Second desu ka?
Well, and here we get into nani, another one of the most used words in Japanese. So what is it? Nan desu ka?
Nan desu ka?
Nan desu ka?
How old are you? Nansai desu ka?
Nansai desu ka?
What color is it? Nani iro desu ka?
Nani iro desu ka?
What do you like? Nani ga suki desu ka?
Nani ga suki desu ka?
Good. And then for the note here right below it, nan and nani both mean what? Nan is just sort of a shortened term of it. So, I don't know, I guess it's just like in chemistry when they shorten the word mole, M-O-L-E, to M-O-L. It's like, really, what's the point? You know, you're just using one letter. It means the same thing.
You want to get lazy?
I guess so. Oh, that's a good point on here. So, san, I mean Mr., Mrs., Miss, but you should never use san when referring to yourself or someone in your own family, unless you're using it as a teaching tool. But like when you're introducing it to someone in your family, don't use san. That's so honorific, you know. Like it's like saying you don't know this person in your own family. You know, oh, this person over here, this is Mr. Eitenauer. You know, instead of like saying my dad, Brian, or whatever. It's just weird.
So it'll give me ideas to pick up like that.
Just start putting san into their names. Q&A. All right, you guys want to try these out?
Sure.
Okay. I thought they were actually like a conversation. Oh, let's just go through them. Might as well. That gets the pronunciation down and, you know, gets you used to speaking Japanese.
Maybe you should just go like left, right, left, right. They're going down the list. You know?
Okay.
You say the English, we say the.
Okay, sounds good. So, all right, what is it?
Nan desu ka?
It is a pillow.
Makura desu.
It is soap.
Second desu.
I don't know.
Wakarimasen.
Number 2. Is this a mirror?
Gami desu ka?
Yes, it is a mirror.
Hi, kagami desu.
No, it is a window.
Ie maro desu.
And again, don't worry about learning the vocabulary, just those ones on the list. And I think these just
Mirror.
no, just those ones on the first list. Okay. Where were we at? Number 3. Is this a bed?
Beto desu ka?
No, it is a futon.
Futon desu.
Yes, it is a bed.
Hi, beto desu.
Is he Mr. Tanaka?
Tanaka-san desu ka?
Yes, he is Mr. Tanaka.
Hi, Tanaka-san desu.
No, he is Mr. Kobayashi.
Kobayashi-san desu.
Number 5. Is it a head?
Atama desu ka?
No, it is a face.
Keo desu.
Yes, it is a head.
Hi, Atama desu.
I don't know.
Wako
So,
Wako Rimasa-san.
yeah, just go through it. It doesn't matter. Not right now. Number 6. Do you understand?
Wakarimasu-san? Wakarimasu ka?
Yeah, remember the cop. No, I don't understand.
Wakarimasu.
Yes, I understand.
Hi, wakarimasu.
No.
E.
Remember the long E. Yeah.
Oh, I just. Yeah.
Because yeah just means house. No, house. Number 7. What is it?
Nan desu ka?
It is a hand.
Or desu.
It is a foot.
Ashi desu.
It is a finger.
Yubi desu.
It is a toothbrush.
Aburashi desu.
Nice. And if you notice, Brush. Airbrush. it's that one is written in katakana, so you can tell which words are written in katakana. Like bus means bus. Yeah. Doa. Can you guess what that one is?
Yeah, I don't think it means door.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm gonna guess door.
Ding ding ding. Oh, last one. I missed it. Number 8. Is she Mrs. Kobayashi?
Kobayashi-san desu.
I don't know.
What karimasu?
No, she is Miss Tanaka.
Tanaka-san desu.
Yes, she is Miss Kobayashi.
Hi, Kobayashi-san desu.
Good. All right, you guys are getting right there. I know. I keep on looking to see if there's any comments.
That means they just don't love you tonight.
Just the one that says comment following, whatever.
Some David Steingrass.
Ah, Dave. How's it going, Dave? If you're still watching. Okay, and I gave you this list last week. I still have it somewhere. So we can use his. But actually, right now we are going to do his markers. I know that. Did you think one of the markers was markers? Yeah, that's something I remember. Oh, that's cool.
I have something somewhere in here that's like 40 kilos worth of bag. So.
That's not all right. Don't look at that. Okay, I'm not sure if you can see it on the computer. Probably not.
No.
Hold on. We're going to fix that this week. Because I had a comment on that last week.
They might not be able to see the red. Wait, yes, they can.
All right.
Just looks backward.
Just which language? Wunderbar.
Okay. Oh, wow, that's a little bit behind. I'm just writing on the board now. On the video.
Yeah, well, he says it's going well.
Oh, good, Dave. You're still here. Awesome. All right.
Do I really grab my beer down?
Yeah, you do. Anyway, I think it's your nervous tip.
All right.
At least better than tearing paper.
Well, hopefully you can see it from home. If not, just try and follow along.
Backwards.
All right, but what I'm going to do basically is I'm going to go through these a couple times, and then I'm going to point to random ones, and you're going to switch every other time and say it, okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I tried to write these in order the best I could. Now,
Is it A or P?
for the E, and and O are sort of a little bit difficult to grasp when you're first learning Japanese.
Does it look simple?
Right. So
I could probably even mistake in U and U and E.
yes. Let's see.
This right here is going to be my guiding light.
Yeah. So this one, it's sort of like a curved line. Okay, it sort of connects.
So it's a cross with a tail.
Mm-hmm.
Or two tails.
I wish I still had my book. I have a book that has like a mnemonic device for learning these, but I forget it.
We should just get a plush Pokeball just every time you say something like a shiny crossover.
Now, these are sort of the printed or handwritten style. Sometimes you get into a printed style to where, like this has an extra line in here. It's like all one line. But once you get these down, even if you see a printed style, you should be able to figure it out pretty easily. So, all right. So here we go. So repeat after me these first couple times. Ah, ah, e, E, U, E, O, E, U, O. Two more times. E, U, O. E, U, O. Okay, and we're gonna do a long vowel sound with them really quick. Yeah, we'll say it together. Okay? E, U, O. Okay. So I'm gonna point to a random one. You start. Okay, you do the first one, then I point the next. You go. Okay. Take your time. You know. So, all right. Ready? E.
O.
U. E.
E. O.
E.
E.
U.
O.
E. E.
U.
Good job. That was good. All right. So after you get these ones down, being able to write them, again, that sheet will come in handy. Again, it's on the Facebook group on the stroke order on how to write it, because they are very particular on how you write these.
How would they be able if you don't write it down?
They won't, but it does help you commit them to memory by writing them in stroke order as well. So that's one of the main reasons they push it, especially when it comes to kanji.
Alright.
It really helps when it comes to kanji, because once you learn the stroke order, like all boxes, you start here, 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 here. I mean, like usually in America we just do, or you know, whatever. But they're very particular on how they do that, and it makes it easier to learn them. So that way you don't have to, you know, use it one way for one kanji, and then you go and use it another way for another.
And am I the only guy who does the boxes by drawing two straight lines and two horizontal? Like two verticals and two horizontal?
Probably.
Probably.
Oh yeah. Sorry, it took me a second to finish it on that. I don't know why.
Because Australians are weird.
Only half. Only half.
Only half weird, only half Mr.
No, I'm half Australian.
Oh, you're only half. Okay, gotcha. All right.
I'm full vegan.
Oh, okay, all right. So that's ah. So they're very particular in their stroke order. They have 1, 2, and then 3. So they have a straight line, horizontal lines that always come first. So like when you're doing the box, horizontal always comes first. This, and then you have vertical, and then you have that. And then in my, they don't really give you a practice sheet in here. But I'll put another one on mine. Or actually, we have that one. Yeah, that down there. Yeah, do that a few times and get used to it. If you want,
Usan. Or Usan.
The second is in the right?
Yeah.
Well, I see it. That's in the second. On here. Word practice, space registration.
oh, gotcha.
Second. Right.
It's about that time. But if you guys want to go through these last few pages during the week, now 37 and 38 might be a little more technical. But other ones you should be able to do. If you don't know it, that's okay. Message me on the Facebook group. So right here on the very last page, they have something called sentence building. So in each lesson, we build on a previous sentence. Watch it grow and transform each time new concepts are introduced. And so it's a very basic one, non-distant. Non-distant. What is it? What's that? That's what it is. Yeah. David? Yeah. Ah, you remember. All right.
Some kind of philosophical thing.
Made out of
I think the trees. Oh, they did find out. Too.
It must be.
Let's see. Just make sure I'm not missing anything else before we end here. So just try and work your way through the last few pages of the activities. Do what you can. If not, you don't know.
You gotta get around to getting those phrases that we want to know.
Oh, didn't you see the Facebook?
Oh, no, I did not end up getting it.
Oh, okay. Gosh, what was the phrase again?
It never happened.
It never happened.
You posted on the Facebook page.
Right.
Okay, I'll just check that later.
Can you get to that really quick? Hey, we're back. Oh, and again, for those of you having trouble finding the Facebook page, just go onto Facebook and search for Defiance College Japanese Language. You should be able to find it pretty easily. Okay, it never happened. それが起こったことはない.
I'll have to read that a few times to get it, but
Right? But yeah, it's on here. So, yep. So just remember those 5 pronunciations of the 5 vowels. A, I, U, E, O. And then if you need to, follow a hiragana chart and just follow that. Now, this one, su, they actually put like a T in front of that. Or no, I'm sorry, this one here, su. It's a tsunami. Yeah, tsunami. So just like put a very light T in front of the su, so it becomes su, su. Oh, and this might be a helpful hint for saying the R sounds in here, because they're not actually R, as in like ring or something like that. So if you picture something like a really rough drawing, okay? Like this is your mouth, okay? Here's your lips. Here's your tongue. Your tongue is going to touch the roof of your mouth and sort of flick forward. So, do, 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 da, di, do, de, do. It's sort of a mix between an L, a D, and an R. So when you go and watch a drama or anime, sort of listen to how they say it, and you'll get used to it.
So it's like the L in mood.
Sort of, yeah. Like yeah, it's sort of hard to explain. I'm sure someone has a really good explanation online though. But dude, so arigato, arigato, arigato. Yeah, yeah. So just like that. So just take that the sound, and just play it. All right. Thank you for watching. We are going to go offline here. I'm actually not sure how to go offline.
Accelerate, maybe?
Oh wait, it's on the Google Plus page. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we're going to stop the broadcast. Thank you very much.